Yeah, we on it. Looks like we already have people trying to get all up in this, so let's go ahead and uh and let's drown this fucker. Uh Welcome back to YouTube tonight. I'm your host, Western Mike. We have looks a little bit looks kind of lopsided a little bit, but that's alright. That's alright. Alcohol to cut back, get creative. And Narcs. Y'all don't know how to say hello, don't you? So yeah, we're gonna go back to one of our anti-narc rants. I have an anti-narc intergalactic ballistic missile headed your way. Looks like we have a couple people. Looks like we have a couple trillion people tuning in. Could we have several? Could we have several trillion people? Well, if we still have 2 trillion, that's still all right. Yeah, well, it was a good week. Looks like we have comments. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews says hello, Michael. Hello also to you. How you doing, Drew? What's happening? How you doing? How was your Thanksgiving? What you do? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, baby. It's good to see you. Oh no, just had a good Thanksgiving. Had a good Thanksgiving with my friends. I ate a little too fast and I didn't cook anything. So yeah, I kind of, kind of botched it a little bit. Um, but no, yeah, had a good time with everyone. We all had a good time, and it's just we went to Salitos, and then we also went to our friend's house. So we just ate turkey and seafood sandwiches. My favorite turkey and seafood sandwiches. That's pretty much my favorite. My favorite. If you ask me what my favorite is, pretty much when I'm not working, what my favorite is, but besides strawberry kombucha, is pretty much turkey and seafood towers and stuff like that. Seafood Dyson spheres. I would do a seafood Dyson sphere if I could. But you gotta put a kind of crystallized kind of thing around that sphere. Otherwise, people are gonna detect that. But um, I'm I'm doing Thanksgiving today. Worked all day Thursday. Oh wow. Okay, so that's fine. It's kind of like a Today Show five. It's kind of like a Today Show 5 day story. So you could do this today. You could do it tomorrow. At least you're here. At least you're here. So it's nice. Sorry, I'm still a little high from last night. I got pretty high last night. I had maybe, I think I had around 4 drinks again last night. I've been pretty consistently having 3, 4 standard drinks now. We've pretty consistently cut it back to 3 or 4 standard drinks on the weekends. Sometimes we've extended it a little bit. Um, but we, especially at the bar, we've kept it pretty consistently to around 3 standard drinks, would say. So was able to do that, saving money by doing that. Also, we've been saving money off bar visits too. We've cut back from bar visits on weeknights. Unless it's been, we'll go to the bar on a weeknight if it's been a couple weeks. If it's been a couple weeks. If it's been a couple weeks, then I will go to the bar on a weeknight. But if it's, if I'm trying to, focus on work and everything, well, then I'm not going to go to the bar on a weeknight when I have work the next morning because I don't want all that extra effort. That's a high effort thing to do. I don't want to have to worry about, make sure you get back at the same time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Drew says, welcome back to you as well. You guys agree with that? To cut back on alcohol, it's just you got to get a little creative. Just get a little creative. Um, I'll even, it's funny that I say this, but even cutting back, I might allow myself at least some leeway. At least some leeway. You have to do that. You have to be a little bit open. You can't this is inherently something that you can't micromanage. So, you're going to be definitely making some concessions, and as you can hear, cutting back alcohol, it's easy. It's easy. You just need to basically remind yourself a bit, and you also have to just it dogs me to say it. Just you have to be a little bit open-minded when it comes to your own individual alcohol cutback program. I don't know what that is, but you need to improvise a little bit. You need to be able to maybe even make some different decisions sometimes. Because inherently, this is about being around other people and having fun, and it's not always about what you want to do. Sometimes it's going to be about what other people want to do. And they might interrupt your ass, but then at least they have a good idea of what they want to do, and at least they have a cool thing they want to do, and then you want to be around them, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. No, yeah, I didn't drink that much last night. I'm coughing a little bit, but if I did that much, that'd be pretty bad. I won't even be here right now. No, yeah, it's just simple. Do you want to get really drunk and not remember anything, or do you just want to get maybe a little bit high and have a good time with everybody, even people who you didn't always maybe get along with them? I don't know. I think that's a pretty good that's a pretty good decision to make. I think that's worth the energy. So I think cutting back on alcohol, man, it's easy. It's not going to always be what you think, but it's very easy. It's very easy. Once you get into that whole scene, then you know what you're doing, and you instinctively have the right tools, and because bartenders will even tell you when you have had enough. That's okay. We'll see you tomorrow. So it can be a little dickish, but it's still pretty good. I like bartenders. Bartenders are cool. I had a hot butcher beer last night. That was ho hum. Nice hot butcher beer. That sounds like kind of like a kind of hippie double IPA kind of thing. Is that a kind of hippie double IPA kind of thing? Or are you just fucking with me and maybe it was just like a nice CBD or even Fanta drink? Maybe Fanta should do like a CBD version. That might be nice. Appreciate all the comments coming up in here. That is good. That's nice. No, why I like to cut back my drinking and just have a good time at the bar. I like to have a good time. I like to have fun. And I like to see I do it because I like to see something working. Now, I like to see something working. So, all my friends and all my bartender friends, and it's not just me. It's my bartender friends, and it's all my friends, whether they're a bartender or they're one of my pals when we go out to not even just bars but also restaurants and to bowling and to bowling alleys and also aquariums and things like that. It's of course it's easy to do. You just have to know that people have your back. You just have to know that people have your back. You can't do this by yourself. So, yeah. One night it got so bad that I was by myself at 12 a.m. and that was pretty bad. So no, yeah, that doesn't work. I know Josh still pops by your lives. Yes. No, yeah, he does. He does. How's he doing? You're still doing beer reviews? Is Josh still doing beer reviews? I still do them sometimes. Sometimes. Um, if the mood strikes. If the mood strikes, I'm gonna do one. I don't want to do it every single day. I think that would probably interfere with work and the gym. That's another thing is you got to cut back the days, not just the drinks. Because the more you do it, the more you're gonna want to do it, and then and then the whole thing just kind of falls flat on its face, and it's not really a cutback. But also, you won't always cut back. Not always. Some weeks will be high alcohol demand weeks, like this week, one of the weeks before this one. Sometimes it will be a high demand week. That's okay. You earned it. You earned it. Yeah. Been doing a Sunday night stout show, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, gonna. Good job. Good job, Drew. Oh yeah, gonna take a screenshot of that one, and that will be pretty cool. Okay, and yeah, stout show. Yeah, I was thinking about stouts last night. Stouts are really good. One of my friends gave me a porter the other day. It was good, but I also thought that's pretty strong. It's good, but it's pretty strong. That might have been 8 or 9% or something like that. That's yeah, that's another thing. Is some of these drinks like porters and IPAs, they're all wine, champagne. These are pretty stiff drinks, so it's just it's good too. What I try to do is I try to sip. I try to sip a lot. Um, I used to just totally pound these and not worry whether I was in the dozens or not. Now I try to keep it below 10, and if I can help it, below 5. And I just don't. I just don't. I try not to do everything all at once. I don't want to be a pig. I don't want to be a pig. I try not to do everything all at once, and I try just to be chill about it. Be chill about it. Um, Basically, alcohol cutback program. Just be chill about it. Did you hear about arrogant bastard going out? Rogue ales. That's the latest. I think that happened overnight. Virtually overnight. Rogue ales is no more. Rogue ales has shut down. Has cessation of operations nationwide. No more Rogue Ales company. That really sucks because now you can't go to Rogue Ales Public House. There are a couple of public houses in downtown San Francisco, which there was kind of an emoji for this. You can go to other places, Royal Exchange and places like that, but Rogue Ales Public Tap Room. That place was pretty baller. Because you would walk in and then just nobody would bother you, and you would just have like a nice. Even the server would say, "Here, we're gonna give you a dirty bastard." Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. All these. Why do all Drew? Why do all the? Do you see that around you too? Too, Drew? Why do True Blue? Why do all these what do all these public places, public tap rooms, even restaurants keep shutting down for? These are places that are very comfy. You go and you don't want to go home. Why would I want something? Why would I want something to shut down where if I go there, I'm not going to want to go home? Uh, ah, man, Rogue Ales is Rogue Ales. That Rogue was good. I don't see how that was even necessary. Oh, I gotta do something here. Hold on. It's unnecessary. Imagine. Kind of, kind of quoting, kind of quoting my favorite movie, Ad Astra. Just imagine. Uh, oh yeah, sorry about that. I went to sleep. We seen you were drinking, tried to invite you for a beer. Yeah, this kind of coast to coast thing kind of doesn't always go the way you think it might, right? I was already pretty much passed out. That might have been the alcohol was talking. Alcohol was talking pretty good last night. I bar hopped a little bit last night. I did. It cost me a couple lifts. It cost me a couple lift rides. I had to take a couple trips. No, yeah, but I still didn't drink that much last night. What are you guys doing with your show right now? So you have this stout, and then you guys were having some beer. So no, yeah, I'm usually at the bar around 5, 6 o'clock p.m. After all is said and done. After all is said and done, I'm at the bar 5 or 6 o'clock usually. So you could ping me and I'll come. I'll come. East to west or west to east. Let's call the whole thing off. No, yeah. You could even. I bar hopped last night because I wanted to see. I wanted to see if I could still keep it to like a reasonable amount, and I pretty much did. I pretty much did. Um, Maybe went over a little bit slightly, but I'm not that hungover. No, yeah, I did do bar hopping, but I'm not very hungover at all. I woke up a little bit late, but I don't have a headache. I'm not, slurring myself too much. No, yeah, no. I went as slow as possible. Uh, and I tried to mix it up a little bit. So I tried to do that. You don't have to finish every drink. That neither. That neither. So you could do a tasting, and that's pretty. That's pretty good there. Just a standard review show, any stout structured show, not a shit show live. Well, yeah, I don't know if you can structure a stout, but that sounds like a pretty good idea. So I'll hop, skip, and a jump over there, and yeah, we'll do that. Um, yeah, no, yeah. Just everything was pretty much all good. We didn't deal with any crazy people, and you know what? We're gonna get into that in a second. So we have the Narc rant coming up. I have an intergalactic ballistic missile aimed at y'all, and I'm about to deploy it. I'm about to launch. So, arrow shot, motherfucker. We're gonna have to do one of those. I didn't really want to, but we will. You conscripted me, so usually an hour long. An hour, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I try to do an hour too. If it does well, I might extend the last call. Hopefully not overly, but hopefully not overly extend. But I will extend the last call. I think I'm still high from last night. I don't know. My sink looks like shit. Dang. But no, yeah. Can you guys see this? You guys see my fucking sink? Dang, it looks like hell. I'll show you guys the weather. The weather is kind of boorish. Okay, so here it is. We don't really have any sun we got kind of a bullshit sunrise. Well, we have the crows chilling with us, and that's cool. But it's kind of a bullshit sunrise that we had today, as you can tell. No, yeah, that's nice. But we had kind of a bullshit sunrise today. So another bullshit sunrise, and it's always on the weekend. But it's not ever on Monday or through Thursday, but it's always kind of like Friday through Sunday. This boorish weather. We have our boorish weather. No, I didn't have I didn't have too much of a. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't have too much of a problem last night. No. I kept track. I think I really even only finished 3 standard drinks last night. So that was pretty good. I had more, but I didn't finish those. You don't have to finish the galaxy, okay? So people want you to do a little bit of a tasting. Nothing wrong with that. It's fun. Why not? Why not? And people help you out. So, and that's cool. And that's cool. People were actually very super chill last night. I didn't. There was that sizable minority, but I even at the bar last night, I didn't deal with any crazy motherfuckers. I didn't deal with any ratchet hoes last night. No, no. Everybody was chill, respectful. Besides maybe those 1 or 2, and we're still going to discuss that. I didn't deal with any crazy people last night. Even on the ferry, even everywhere I went, almost basically, I really did not deal with any crazy, unpleasant, bullshit. Did you guys? Actually, this was a pretty good one this year around. This actually was a pretty good year. We didn't. Well, I don't know about the year, but we actually, miscellaneous brew reviews and everyone, this maybe not the last one, but which they ruined, but this was actually a pretty nice holiday season. Um, I liked it. Actually, a lot of cool people so far during this holiday season. It makes me want to get out and do it again. If you could ask me, I would do it again. Um, here we have some of my kind of cutback stuff. There's mom's, and then we have 2 beers there, 2 beers there, 2 distilled there. So no, yeah. If you're worried about the weeknight, I would just bring 2 drinks back, or I would have 1 drink at the bar and then bring 1 back. Bars allow you to do to go, and that's strategic. So they're letting you kind of delineate your fun. They're letting you kind of delegate your fun, and that's smart, and I appreciate that. Yeah, so sometimes you don't even have to go out, like if it's a weeknight, but if you need at least some kind of relaxation, I would just have maybe 1 or maybe 1.5 over there, and then bring the rest back, and just chill here, protect your energy, and be ready for the next day. That's how I do that. I try to save the bar visits to the weekend now, so I try to only go to the bars on the weekend now. I have 2 more nights. 2 more nights. I told my friend that I wouldn't do it. I couldn't help myself. I might even do it again tonight. Sorry, couldn't help it. It's too fun. Half the time it's not even about alcohol, beer, whatnot. It's more about just good company. Um, I like it. Last beer, 321 says cheers. Hey, we was just talking about you. Okay. Have you been here the whole time? Good to see you. Glad to, time to get smashed, Mike. I don't have any alcohol in the fridge. Um, Here's what we could do. If you guys are doing a show later, we could do something. I'll probably go out to the bars later. Um, if you want to do something, we could do something. Sunday, I'm not going out so much. It's going to be kind of like a grocery day instead, because of work the next day. So, no, yeah, I like this stuff, but I don't like this stuff if I have to worry about things like work. If I have work going on, I'm not going to I'm not going to hit the town. I'm not going to paint the town red. I'm not going to do that. Don't bar hop on a weeknight. That's the worst. That you could do on Friday, Saturday. I don't feel guilty about it. Why don't I feel guilty? Because I did it on a Friday and Saturday. Please don't be that guy bar hopping on a Thursday night. Don't do that. That's just so like main character kind of shit. Don't even do that. Save the bars for the week. Save the bars for the weekend. Save your social drinking for the weekend. I think I see people, get one beer at the bar, and then they bring, one or the rest back, so that they can still sleep well for the next day. That's pretty smart. I see y'all do that. You're ahead of me. Last beer says, where are the ladies at? I don't know. Why is the sky blue? Good question. Actually, they never ask. No, yeah, it's a good morning. This is a good morning. I was a little bit delayed, but also holidays, so I'm not stressed too much. Why not? Why not? This was a good fun time. Even met some people again, so I like meeting people. I just don't want any. What I'm worried about is a manipulation. So you can meet me. You're entitled to meet me. I'm just worried about a manipulation. Um, yeah, I my attention goes where it's earned. My attention goes where it's earned. And it's not so much about alcohol, as nice as that is. I like a good crowd. I like a good crowd. It's me, it's my friends, it's our bartenders who are also our friends, and it's, strangers who end up becoming our friends later. Wouldn't miss it. Wouldn't miss it for the world. It's nice to be around people you care about. So, thank you to everyone for helping me cut back. I think even last night I cut back a little bit. Maybe a little bit. But I think I cut back last night. So, and I only finished 3 standard drinks. So, fire up that, bud. Fire up that. What, the snake oil? My intergalactic ballistic missile. Might have to. My intergalactic, you know, SABM. Yeah, my STA. My STA. I got my STA. Oh yeah, just hilarious time last night. Last night was freaking hilarious. That was good. That was good. I actually felt comfortable and relaxed. So that's more than I can ask for. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna go into intermission, and let's see about the other comments you guys have, and subscribe if you like. Join if you dare. Joining this show. This is not your daddy's pep talk. All right, be right back. All right, now we're back, and now it's time to get into our little conscripted, force-fed roast of the most. We're gonna, or from the most. I think at this point, we are going to open the floor to our narc rant. We're gonna do the narc rant again. What is it with all this borderline racist ass bullshit going on at the ferry building? When I go to the brewery, I deal with some guys who happen to be another race, and they're kind of staring me down. Yesterday, one of those guys was doing that when I was walking out of the building, and then two other guys like that happen to be a different race. No big deal. Yeah, but I looked over for 1 second, and then they started trying to wave and say, two, and they were trying to wave and do all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. I was looking away. Why you gotta do that to people? Leave people to leave people to their vices, yo. What's your dumb ass constantly trying to solicit some kind of unearned quality time from people you don't even know? Those what is that, like street harasser types? Yo, y'all have a mad, sexist, racist, arrogant streak about you. You have a very sexist and arrogant and racist streak about you, and I intend to take advantage of that. I've seen you. I know what you're about. I know what you're trying to do to me. And you keep on saying, "Oh, just joking, just joking." Is that how my friends see it? Is that how their family see it? See, you have two options right now. You could act like the rest of us, or you can bounce on up, or we could bounce you on up and transfer you over to another town. It's your call. The rest of us, we're getting along. Even people who don't know each other, we're hella respectful. We get along. I was a little nervous last night. Just some personal stuff going on, and but even people who I didn't know made me feel pretty good. People were pretty nice. Still a little nervous, but just yeah, people helping me out big time with that. That's what makes me want to talk to people. Even just you just doing idle stuff. If you're doing it in a certain way, it makes me want to talk to you. Okay, I will talk to you. If you do stuff that's worthy, we will talk to you. And it's not that we're not ignoring you. We're not trying to. We are listening, not ignoring. So just to let you know, we are everything that you're saying to my friends and my friends who are bartenders. Everything that you've said to them, I don't even have to bring it up. We are listening. We are listening. Um, we don't. The reason why even we talk to each other, even if we don't know each other, is because we're not feeling that pretentious, kind of stuck up, kind of um, pretentious, stuck up. Um, just very cynical bullshit. We're not feeling it. Um, and that's why you might see over in public, somebody gets kind of publicly shamed a little bit. When that happened to me, that's because I kept kind of doing all this kind of blowhard kind of bullshit around everybody. I was being kind of a bit of a blowhard, maybe having 10 drinks a night. I think I was being a bit of a blowhard. Um, Willing to concede that, but that's not a long-term success attack plan. That's gonna get you nowhere. Don't be a blowhard. Don't be somebody who fuck. I'm kind of talking like a comedian who does this, but I kind of have similar stuff to him, I think. So I'll kind of quote him a little bit. Fuck your fake small talk. Shut up, you woke idiot. We're all already talking to each other because we like each other already. We don't have to prove it. You're trying to prove it, and you're trying to undermine the entire dynamic. It's what your ass doing. So, fuck your fake small talk. We're not doing small talk. We're doing big chat. That's what we're doing. We're not. We don't have to wave at each other. We don't have to. Oh yeah, we don't have to wave at each other. We don't have to stomp around. Quit stomping around like a little girl. It's freaking embarrassing. How many other guys have seen kind of be sleazy and they're waving at everyone and then stomping off like a little girl? Yeah, that's freaking embarrassing. What's with this? Sorry, Blowfish, but what's with this blowhard stuff? No, yeah, it's totally chauvinistic, and it's boorish, like this fake ass sunrise we had just now. It's on the weekend again. It's boorish. It's people can tell when you're being sarcastic, and people can tell when you're being sarcastic, and it's just that will never work. That will never work. Um, you know, some people I've fucked up with, they still give me a drink. One of them gave me a drink last night. One of them gave me a drink. Let me finish some of their drink. I didn't finish. I didn't finish. Uh, but no, yeah, that high noon was pretty good. Thank you for the high noon. Thanks for the high noon. Drinking high noon. Oh wow. Wow. The ballsy. That's pretty cool. It's cool that some people will say, "Hey, you know what? I want to feel that that cider seltzer. That's nice." It does. I don't think I even drank any beer last night. My only beer I had last night. I think the only beer I had last night was an Allagash White. I think that was my only beer, and I had that as a cocktail. Yeah, but that was a cocktail. So, uh, hell of a fun night. But was anybody acting like a stuck up fake gangster motherfucker bullshit artist? No. Everybody was cool, and everybody who said hello to me, they actually said it in a way that you could stomach it. That's not going to irritate your stomach lining. Just the way people were speaking to me last night was respectful. I don't want to have to tell people, even at the ferry building, you know what? No, I'm in the middle of my walk. I don't want to have to say that. I wish I could say, hey, yo, let's go get a beer before my ferry. I wish I could say that. But no, you were canceling people and now you're trying to bro everybody. Nice mugging? Seriously? You think that that's going to be what does it? Don't be nice mugging people. Quit nice mugging me. I don't like it. It's fake. It's boorish. It's insulting and it's annoying. I've already lost many people in my life. I don't need somebody else who also is DOA. Say it like you mean it. Commit. Think long term here. Don't waste my fucking time. You waste my time, I'll waste you. That's what's going to go down. You waste people's time, they're going to waste you. You waste everybody's time, and they're going to waste you. That goes without saying. You should think about the difference between how even a stranger comes up to me, even if I'm sober, even if I'm not drinking, and it's just like a night and day kind of thing. It's not even a problem. I'm not that big of a people person, and still that will happen. But then this dynamic with you, it feels like a circle jerk, Don't be king circle jerk. Fuck your circle jerk. Resign the circle jerk. And it's a constant circle jerk around. Like I said, all that borderline racist bullshit going around the ferry building. See a bunch of tough guys over there, and that fucking pisses me off. It was like everybody else is cool. What? That annoys me. That annoys me real good. Oh yeah, you guys know me. That annoys the shit out of me. James on here, he would say something like, "Don't pay, hey Michael, don't pay, yo Michael, don't pay it." Just teasing. Don't pay attention to the sissies. Always trying to lay out some social red tape on you. That's what he would say. No, yeah, just those people with their fake ass waving and shit. Just borderline racist, sexist bullshit. Statusy. No, yeah, that shit's tawdry. Those people drink too much. They're drunk at 12 o'clock, and I don't know why. I mean, have I ever been drunk? Maybe once or twice, but I'll get drunk when the sun goes down, when everybody can actually see me, because I'm not a fucking coward. That's when I'll do that. I'll get drunk when everybody can actually see me. And I think that's why those conversations are so much better. I'd love, honestly, to see even some of my coworkers when we go out. I'd love to see, what they do. That'd be fun. Just the more you talk to me, the more you hang out with me, the more I'm gonna be reciprocal back. Okay. But if you act in a very, I don't know, just kind of NPC nature, well then I will treat you like an NPC. So if you treat me in an NPC manner, I am going to respond. I am going to have an NPC response. Okay, so if you troll me or my guys, we will come back twice as hard on you. You see me. Karen's trying to fuck with my commute all the time. No, yeah, you see me. You see me with that, and you see me kind of improv with that and kind of mess with them, and I'm good morning. That's kind of a ripe opportunity for me. I love doing everything I do, and I love all the people. I love all the people I'm talking to right now. Sheesh, man. People have gone good. That could be inflation. No. Yeah, but that could be inflation. People are good. People are chill, but make an effort. Don't do this half-ass stuff that I keep seeing, especially with that, nice mugging bullshit. That's not gonna fly with this guy. No, yeah, we don't tolerate fake tough guy, nonsense. We don't tolerate power dynamic. We don't tolerate just poise. Poise. We don't tolerate it. We don't. We never did, and we never will. Um, we'll even let you see my friends. We'll even let strangers come and talk to us. There's it's not wrong. It's not what you say. It's the way you say it. So I even struggle sometimes myself at work. I kind of get a little bit reactive when I could probably be a little bit more of a good sport. But I'm not going around trying to beat my chest. I'm not interested. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't. I don't need to act tough. I don't need to, and I humbly resent anybody doing that. Uh, I'm not friends with tough guys. I'm not. Um, I never was, and I never will be. Uh, no, yeah, stop going around the ferry being a sexist, racist douchebag to everyone. I've seen that happen like 4 or 5 times. And then some of you are calling me a gringo to my face. Excuse me. What, you want to get a little bit closer next time on that one, bud? Um, that might have been somebody else who said that too, but still, I heard what I heard. And yeah, it's just this, just this sleazy sissy nonsense. Oh yeah, this will go over. That's your prerogative, you know. If you want to be a just nasty cunt, if you want to be a just impersonal, dismissive, fucking ass, racist, sexist, fucking asshole, well, uh, then I'm afraid that's the way it's gonna have to be. I don't recall, any racist, sexist people last night. Just chill people, you know. What does that have to be, challenging for? That's easy. It's not. I don't get it. But just crazy people. What I would say is chill, chill. Just find a way to be around others without losing it. Just chill, relax, relax. Um, cut that nice mugging out. Yeah, that was another thing. There was somebody else again on the trail after work when I'm just trying to get home, and he kept on also doing this forceful wave. No, I don't remember you from any of my previous interactions. I deal with a lot of people, but I don't remember you from any of those 200 chats. So I don't know why you must be pretty high. I don't really need to be high at that point. It's already sunny out. Especially 3 p.m., trying to get back and enjoying my walk and everything. It's already sunny out, so I don't really need, extra attention, stimulation. I'm already pretty good. Even me just being there, that's enough. It's good enough for me. Um, yeah, I don't. I might go to the gym at work. But I don't try to get in people's face about my bosoms. No, I don't see how that's necessary. I don't see how that's necessary. I don't see what that accomplishes. All I see that do is produce a circle jerk to nowhere. And I've seen that culminate, and then hearing about some people trying to pull over cops and using their kid to kind of scream at the cops and everything and scream in their face. And, Sorry, I accidentally called them last night. That's because I was watching a YouTube video, and I think the YouTube video and then the Siri, and then they kind of got together for a co-op on something, and they kind of did a little bit of a cabal against me. And the next thing I know, I'm having to tell the operator, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I was not trying to steal attention from somebody who needed help saving their kitten from a tree. No. But, no, yeah, I accidentally dialed last night. Apologies. No, yeah. Sometimes you'll watch these YouTube videos and then you have to be a little bit careful because you might accidentally press something. Dang. I didn't even expect that. It's just, did even the police wanna get together last night? That might be cool. That might be pretty good. Hopefully a party. At a bar. At a bar. One. Oh no, yeah. Sorry for dialing. Sorry for the butt dial. 911. Apologies on my behalf for that. Any of you ever butt dial 911 by mistake? You guys ever do that in the comments? I've heard stories. Pretty funny. A little embarrassing, but pretty funny too. Yeah, it's like, hey, yo, at least you're not complaining this time. No, only thing I'm gonna talk to the cops about, you know what? Don't talk to the cops unless they talk to you. Don't volunteer information. Don't be a voluntary snitch, informant. That's just you kind of trying to act better than everyone else. Voluntary and informing, you're just trying to act better than everybody else, and you're probably those people who keep trying to wave and act all tough toward everybody. Thank you. Next. No, I will talk to them if they speak to me, if they need to speak to me about something, or if they have something they want to ask me about, especially something that's been going on, I will talk to them. So this is what I say when we're listening. And that's the difference between being a snitch and being merely cooperative. I think I used to tattletale a lot myself, and it's not a good look. It's impulsive, it's compulsive, and it's a ploy. So if they need my help with something, I'll be there. But I'm not gonna just throw myself out there like that. It's out of respect for their and everyone's time, not a way to dismiss other people's status. No, yeah, wow, I had a good time last night. I think, what was my blood alcohol concentration? Maybe it was, I would say maybe it was point 0.7. I think it was maybe point oh eight or maybe 0.07, something along there. It was not point 0.9. I've been there. Trust me, it was not point 0.9. Point 0.9, that's pretty fatal, I think. You don't want it. You want maybe 0.8 at the most, and even that's kind of stretching it a little bit. But you don't want this 0.9, 0.10. You want to avoid 0.30 BAC or above. That is, or you're going to pass out and you might not wake up. That's serious business. That's a problem. That's a problem. Don't reach a BAC of 0.30. No, yeah, just don't reach a BAC of 0.30. That's terrible. Horrible. Yeah, and then you're not even enjoying it anymore. Now it's become a chore. What used to be fun has now become a routine task. This isn't a routine task. It's just having fun. Just like saying hi to people shouldn't be a routine task. That shouldn't be a routine. That shouldn't be a chore. That should just be kind of inherent. That should just be kind of innate. It's not that I don't know you. I just want to make sure that you're not going to act like, yeah, it's like, shut up, you woke idiot. It's not that I don't know you. I'm just vetting. I'm vetting. Um, what's wrong with that? So you do it to me. You do it to me. Um, That's always hilarious. How you deal with one or two, bimbos on your way home from work. Uh, but then everybody else is cool, and they're even talking about the bimbos. They're like, "Yo, what was all that over there? Yo, hey Michael, I heard you was dealing with Snakeville, USA. Just a second there." And I'm like, "Yeah, I have no idea. But at least I have you guys now." So, um, no, I don't. No, I don't know what's going on over at the Ferry Building lately. It's just there have been some cool. The crowd is usually pretty easygoing. Even last night it was pretty easygoing. It's just I kept running into these, just foul-mouthed, you know, morons, and they keep trying to get attention constantly. Well, they're not even trying. If they were trying, they would. They want attention. They want, validation free of charge. You're not gonna go about this anonymously. You will not be anonymous on this. You will not be anonymous on this. You let me know. Okay. Um. No. Yeah. We don't. We're talking. We've discussed it so many times. And then you hear the way we will talk of people who we actually are having dialogue with, and night and day difference. Night and day difference. Just down to earth and everything. Yeah, acting like a tough guy. You know, pretentious. You know, little brat. That's gonna get you nowhere. No, yeah, that's a road to nowhere. That's a highway to Nowhereville. Um, you don't gotta do that. Fuck your tough guy act. People looking at you like you have two heads. Two heads. Even Trader Joe said that the other day. I overheard one staff talk about how somebody look at him like he has two heads. And welcome to the land of Lala. It's no holds barred over here, my friend. Welcome to La La Land. So we like people who commit, who follow through. You got to commit. You got to follow through. If you're just getting drunk, especially at midday, and then calling anyone who doesn't know you an asshole, if not something worse, we're gonna be all, hey, mind your p's and q's. We're just trying to go around and enjoy our walk and our beer. So I like celebrities who say that. Hey, you know what? John Cena saying, you know what? You can let me have a beer. No, you know what? You can let me have a beer with my friends. I like how he said that. That was constructive, and that wasn't overly, douchey. Um, no, yeah. I keep hearing about some conversations, and I'm kind of worried about people a bit. What would you have a problem for if that person's talking to you? That person was talking to you. So what's the whole thing? No, yeah. Either say it like you mean it, or hop, skip, and a jump, and transfer yourself to your next situation. Cause I'm not in it. No, okay. We're gonna go ahead and kill this. This has been a pretty good show. We had a good comment. We had a good comment barrage here. I appreciated the comments. Hop Butcher Beer. Hop Butcher Beer. I'm gonna screenshot Hop Butcher Beer. I'm gonna title that Google Hop Butcher. Hop Butcher Beer. kind of like a whole notes section on my computer. Been taking a lot of notes. So this has been a pretty good show. Hope you're having a happy Thanksgiving and having a happy Thanksgiving and happy turkey and hope you guys are gonna have a great Christmas as well. And if there's anything, what I learned from alcohol last night was I could slow down not just with my drinking, but also my eating a little bit. I kind of learned that a little bit last night too. And also another thing I learned was that people are a lot more gentle than you think. No, yeah, people are pretty gentle. Thanks. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. See you in the next video. Talk to you guys soon. And we'll try to get a beer review tonight or tomorrow night. Why is it always Sunday? I can do it Saturday too if I want. The goal is 2 videos a week at least on this channel. And thanks so much for tuning in. And have a good weekend. You could have 5 tonight and 5 tomorrow. Kidding.